Hi everybody and welcome back to some more Valentino Rossi the game, MotoGP 16 here in this channel, and in today's episode we're in Italy for Mugello. Now this is a very tough circuit, one I've really struggled on in the past. Hopefully I can have a good round today. Now this bike's done us really well so far, 2 races, 2 wins. Can we make it 3? Let's get into qualifying. Oh, take it easy onto the curb again there, really trying to push the bike. Now we've made a couple of adjustments to the bike in today's episode, and we're still not finding our pace around the circuit. I just find this one so challenging. It's very, very technical. There's so many corners that I really struggle on. Now hopefully we can improve towards the end of qualifying once we work out what is actually going to make a difference to improve our times. Now we're way behind on the time at the moment, but that time that's set by Zarco, 1:55.8, that's quite a half decent time. I can't remember what sort of times I used to get round here on a Moto2 bike before, but hopefully we can get close to it. Let's see if we can get close to it now, coming down the straight. So I don't think we're going to get anywhere near that 55, but let's just try and get a time on the board, and we get 23rd. Well, we're on the board, so we're not at the back. Let's see if we can just improve on that. But these corners are so tough to get round. You have to slow down really, really well. And that wasn't actually too bad. That's probably the best we've taken that corner at speed. Right, let's try and go up the inside. Really trying to chase down the bike in front. Just trying to try and find where I can really, really nail this bike and where I'm faster than the AI. And we're still behind at that first split point. Oh damn, just overdone it. And we're off. Right, just made a couple of adjustments to the stability on the corners. It was wobbling a lot, and it wasn't accelerating very well out corners here. It did felt a bit unstable, so hopefully we've improved on that couple of changes we've made. Right, let's get a nice tight line in there. That wasn't too bad. Let's try and accelerate, and just trying to get as tight as I can into the corners. You have to get all those corners spot on to get the best time around it. Let's have a look at the first split point. Oh, still slightly behind the time. We haven't got a red split point on any of these sections on this circuit. We really don't have the pace. I think this is going to be a tricky race in today's episode, but I said that in the previous episode. I was worried about this one. I mean, I struggled on this circuit. Oh God, on the curb. On the Moto3 bike, so I thought it was going to be pretty much the same for the Moto2, and we're not too far behind the time. It's only 0.3. We could still gain a bit of time, and really trying to get as much speed around the corners as possible, but just really struggling. I'm really fighting with the bike. It's not going around the corners as smooth as I was like, but like I said, it's very, very technical, this circuit. It's just very, very hard. You have to get in the right spots, brake at the right times. Now this corner here can be very, very challenging. Slow it down, almost went straight into the grass. It's a very, very tough, slow corner that you have to get into really, really quickly, and just try and not overdo it. And we're 0.8 behind the time coming into the last corner of the circuit. If we can just gain a bit in this corner here, maybe we can get close to that 1:55. I think this is probably going to be a 1:57. It's going to be about over a second and a half behind, I would have thought, because we don't go for that corner as fast as we would like. And we're coming to the finish line. Is this going to get us a better time? Hopefully, fingers crossed. A 1:50, yeah, we got a 1:57, and it's bumped us up to 14th. Now that's an improvement at least, but still I want to at least get in the top 10. I think top 10, I think that's the sort of position we got in the Moto3 series. We got in the top 10, and I think we managed to get a podium in the Moto3. I'd like to at least get that. So our aim is at least to get on the podium, a 3rd place, but we need to get a good qualifying, and that's much quicker at that first split point. So let's see if we can improve. Oh, onto the curb there, not too bad. You can go through there pretty quick. I mean, it's not too bad as long as it's dry. I mean, you wouldn't go on the curbs like that if it was wet, as you saw in the previous episode in front. Oh no! I've overdone it in that corner again. Final corner, can we get a good time? We managed to get our first lap where we actually got in the red on the first split point, and we were doing really well. We're only a little bit away from each section, only about 0.2. Can we finish strong here and get a time on the board? 1:55. No, it's not going to be close to that. And we get a 1:56. So we've gone up to 11th. Now that's an improvement, but we just need to push it a bit more. Let's go faster in this corner. Slow it down, slow it down. No, no. Oh, God. A little bit too much speed. We're going to have another go. Right, guys, here is our final attempt at this to try and get in the top 10 for qualifying. Otherwise, we're going to have to take 11th place. Now, there's only less than 4 minutes to go, and I'm not going to put any more laps in. I think one more will do it. Let's see if we can get a nice line through there. That's not too bad. Can we get fast at the first slip point? We've managed to do that the last couple, and we've done it again. So that's almost 3 laps in a row that we've managed to be faster at that split point. We just can't get faster at the second one, and that is a real frustration. We really struggle through these next couple of corners. Really difficult to get a nice line through there, and look, it just throws us out, and then we fight with the bike to get it back on track and get a nice decent speed through this section. And look, we've lost a bit of time, but oh God, that wasn't too bad. We didn't lose too much, so we're only a little bit behind the time. Can we just maintain that into the third split point? We need to get in that top 10 if we want any chance of getting the podium in today's episode. But I cannot believe, I thought Zarco's time was quick, but then Sam Lowe's puts in an even faster time. The AI are going to be so very quick on this circuit today, so we're going to have to be on our best. We're going to have to take some risks, be nice and aggressive, and hopefully we can at least get close to the podium positions. But you never know, we may get some luck in the race and we get to that and we've lost half a second. Now that's happened so many times, but if we can just get to the end of the time and get to low 156, that might get us in the top 5. I don't know what the difference is between the top 5, the time. If it's really close, then we're not, but if it isn't, we've got half a chance. And this feels a lot quicker than 11th. Are we going to do it over the finish line? And yes, we got out 156.2, which is brilliant, and it's got a 7th position. Well, that's what I'm going to take. Let's get into the results. Do you know what, guys? I'm happy with 7th position. I showed improvement. I really struggled at the start, but after a few adjustments, I started to show that I had the pace and I started to get quicker times each lap. So hopefully in the race, we can do that again and just keep on improving. You never know, fingers crossed. But let's get straight into the race and take our chances.
Hello, we're joining you live from the stunning setting of the Tuscan hillside. We're broadcasting from Mugello, where in just a few minutes we'll be bringing you live coverage of the 6th race in Moto2. Despite the clouds building up overhead, track conditions are good and the forecasts say the risk of rain is pretty low. Bikes have taken their places on the grid, and the light is about to go out any second now. This is when the riders have to clear their minds completely so they can give it everything they've got.
And that's all I can do, guys, is give it all I've got. Now let's try and be nice and aggressive from the start and take our chances. So it's all go in Mugello in Italy, and we're off. Let's try and get in the slipstream of a couple of bikes here into that first corner. And that wasn't a bad start off the mark. Slight contact there. And oh God, even my teammate got a better start than me. Right, here we go. We're going to take a risk into that first corner. Slip up the inside. All contact with Sam there. And we've managed to stay on the bike. I wasn't supposed to go in there that hot, but it came off. Can I hold it though? Slow it down into that corner. Slightly a bit wide. That's going to really muck us up for the next one. Trying to hold it tight. There's 2 bikes on my tail. Oh God, really struggled to get a bit of a drive out there, and we're into the lead at the start of this race, and I cannot believe that. I wasn't expecting that sort of start, but like I said, you've got to take risks sometimes, and we lost a lot of speed into that corner, and Zarco and Lowe's took advantage, and they're back in front of us, but I'm going to fight back as soon as possible. I've got to try and go through this section as quick. I've got to fight all the way through this first lap and just try and stick with them. They definitely had at least a second on me in the qualifying session, so I can't let them get away if I want to get a podium at least. Let's see if we can get nice and tight into that corner, try and get a nice drive up the hill, getting in their slipstream, really get a good lot of speed through that section. Right, let's try and nip up the inside. Oh God, slight contact with Zarco, but we managed to turn it in, and he just bumped the back wheel just to let me know that he wasn't happy with that, and he's probably going to try and take me in the next corner, but let's just try and close him down. Let's go to a tighter line. Oh God, slow it down. Almost straight into Sam there. Oh God, almost took his back wheel, getting right up his backside, trying to force him into a mistake. Let's try and get a nice speed through this section, flip it over, getting his slipstream. Now he was really, really quick in qualifying, so he's definitely going to show that pace once he gets some heat in those tyres. But we take it a little bit of a line through there, but he's going to fight back. I knew he'd do that. I was going into that a bit hot, but we might be able to get on the straight and just accelerate away, and we do. It looks like we're going to be leading this GP after the first lap. And what's the time? I think that was a pretty good lap. And we do a 1:59. That's not bad for a first lap. And we've got Sam right behind us, and he's probably going to take an inside line here, so I'm going to take this slightly wider. Oh God, that wasn't a bad line. I actually turned it in really, really quickly. That's probably the best I've done that corner, even better than what I did in qualifying. And again, that's awesome. If you can get it right to the first corner, you can really get decent speed through all the others if you line it up right. And that's a really good start to this second lap, and we're starting to pull away, and we've got that up to, oh, it's Zarco in second now, and we've pulled it out to almost 0.8 of a second. Now we just need to settle down. We know that there's some sections on this we really struggle on, and they're probably going to catch up on. That wasn't a bad line through there. We managed to get through there half decent, flip it over, try not to make any mistakes, and accelerate. And there's a slight gap developing. Can we keep on pushing this? I cannot believe this, guys. I was really, really worried about this Mugello circuit. I've really struggled around it in the past. We didn't have the pace in qualifying either, but I did say that I was improving towards the end of qualifying, and we've hopefully taken that into the race, and we are absolutely flying at the moment. We're leading the GP. We just need to maintain it. They're still quite close behind. I'm not going to probably pull away that much coming into these sort of sections where I'm not so quick round. Let's try and take a nice line through there. It's so hard to accelerate round there at that angle, and accelerate. And we've managed to get away again. That gap's just slightly pulling away again, and it's 0.9 again. They did close it down slightly. Now we're going to come into the last turn, going into the final lap of the race. Can we get another victory in this championship? And that would be really, really awesome, and hopefully put us in a great position. I mean, I think we're up to third in the standings. Can we push it that little bit further? And there is a slight gap. It's not huge. We have to have a look at what it is once we cross the finish line. And we did in a 1:56. That's one of our fastest laps. We only did a 1:56 to get our qualifying time, and the gap is only half a second, so they can still catch up here. We went into there slightly hotter than last time, and I think they've slightly caught up. Oh no, this is going to be difficult going into the final lap. We're going to have some problems here if we let them catch up here, because this is the sections where I'm not so quick. And pull away. Oh God, they're getting in my slipstream, and the gap's down to 0.3. This is going to be a really tricky ending to this race. Sam Lowe's looks like he's going to make a challenge. I can see the little marker coming there. Oh, he's coming around the outside. I thought he was going up the inside. I've just got to try and stop him from coming up the inside, coming into this corner. And we've closed him down. Yes, we've managed to close him down, but he's taken, oh my God, he's taken the inside line through there, and he's managed to get past me. But hopefully I should get a better speed around this corner. Oh, I've gone on the outside. I really need to go on the inside. Let's try and take it in the inside and see if we can get back up the inside. No, oh God, he got a really good pace through that corner, and he's holding that lead. I think this is going to be really tricky to try and get him here. Let's try and get nice and tight into this corner. Try not to let him get away. We might be able to take him in the last couple of corners. Oh, he got a good line through there and got a good drive as well. Oh God, he's really starting to pull away. Oh God, it looks like we're not going to win this, and Sam Lowe's is going to not just get first in qualifying. It looks like he may take the victory in Mugello as well, but if we can just hold this and just keep the second place, this still would be an awesome result, because I said podium at the start of the race, the second wouldn't be bad. It's just a shame because we were leading for so long, but this is what happens, guys. It only takes a couple of little errors and the race is taken away from you. Right, last corner, let's not muck it up. We can still lose this place, and we don't want to lose second. Second, still good points, and it looks like it's going to be a victory for Sam Lowe's. And is it going to be a second place for me? Oh my God, Zarco's coming up the outside here. Oh, it's going to be a fight to line, but am I going to take it? Oh God, that was lucky. He was hot on my tail there, but I managed to get second place. But that was an extremely tough race. I mean, I was lucky to get into first place at the start. And look at that lap time he put in as well. That was a really fast lap, fastest of the race. And he only beat me by a second. And I'm pretty chuffed with that. Oh God, and we're level on points in the standings. Oh, level with Zarco, and Sam Lowe's is in third. So it looks like it's a three-way fight in this championship. And that's going to be brilliant. This could be really interesting. Now, guys, as we've got 3 races out the way on this team, I think we get some contract offers in today's episode. So we're going to jump straight into that, because last time it was after 3 races, and let's see if there's some contract offers.
Hi, a few teams are interested in giving you a contract. I collected their offers and team list. Why don't you take a look?
And I was absolutely right, guys. Contract offers on the table again. Now, it's totally up to you guys. We can either stay with the current team, as we're absolutely flying with this team, 2 wins in the 2nd place, or we could go with the previous team that we had, which we were doing quite well on. We got, an 8th, a 7th and a 2nd place. Or we can try another team. Again, I'll be as fair as possible. The winning vote, you can vote for either in the comments, Facebook, Twitter, and then in a couple of days we will select that team, and then that team will probably be the one that we finish with. I mean, there's no point changing after that. But let me know in the comments below, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for all the support over the last couple of months, and I will see you soon, guys. Bye bye.